How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right. How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. Now, on today's show, we're going to be talking about Chelsea and an injury to Christopher Nkunku. And we're also going to be talking about Moses Caicedo. And feels like this guy is just constant. It's been since January, really, when you think about it. And Arsenal put that bid in for him. But apparently, there's somebody else in for him apart from Chelsea. And we will talk about that. So, yeah, listen, what we're going to start with was Chelsea and Christopher Nkunku. Of course, their new signing. He's had a really good pre-season, scoring some goals, looking really dangerous. And he's picked up a knee injury. Now, we don't know the state of the knee injury, whether it's serious, precautionary, etc. But it's been confirmed by Mauricio Pochettino that he has picked up this injury. And that's not great news for Chelsea. Of course, he cost them £52 million. Feels like a lifetime ago that they actually bought him from RB Leipzig. And he continued the rest of the season. He's obviously joined in the summer, ready for the new season, you know. But he's done well in pre-season. Like I said, he scored 3 goals. And he's looking like a player that Chelsea have been missing for a while. So this injury news will be a bit of a concern, especially if it was something more serious. And one thing I want to touch on right now, and it's not just related to Chelsea, it's, you know, a lot of the teams that are playing in America at the moment, the state of the pitches. Now, I don't know if any of you saw the Chelsea Borussia Dortmund game, but that pitch was absolutely disgusting. And I'm sorry, but you should not be playing on that kind of pitch. I wouldn't walk my dog on that pitch. It's like, really? You're talking about elite athletes and top level money and the Premier League, and they're playing on that. I've seen better pitches at Hackney Marshes. Honest to God. Arsenal had it against Manchester United in the game. That pitch was dreadful. And I get pre-season and everything. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, you know, clubs shouldn't do pre-season, you know, to places like America, etc. It's very, very important. And it's not the fans' fault, first and foremost. But I think that clubs now need to look at this, you know, more sensibly and say, you know what, if we're going to travel to places like America and we're going to play, no problem at all. But the pitches have to be up to a proper standard, because that's dangerous. Now, was that responsible for this injury? I don't know. It'd be very easy to say it was. But when you look at it, honest to God, it was a farmer's field. It was absolutely dreadful. And if, you know, this is a long-term injury, it is something a little bit more serious, even, you know, 4, 5, 6 weeks out, that's the start of the Premier League season. And, you know, Chelsea are not going to be happy about that at all. But, yeah, it's an interesting one. I'd love to know your thoughts, you know, on the state of the pitches in America, how bad they were. It's very clear that they're obviously used for, you know, other activities, NFL, etc. But I don't think you should be having a game of football on them when they're in that kind of condition. You know, if you can't play a match or host a match with a, you know, proper pitch, then you shouldn't be allowed to host it, to be quite honest with you. So it's an interesting one. And like I said, I'd like to get everybody's thoughts on that, because I think Chelsea fans are probably not going to be happy. And I think it's very, you know, easy to say, yeah, it's the pitch's fault. And, you know, the injury was quite early in the game as well, 20 minutes. So, yeah, interesting one. Let me know in the comments section. And whilst we're speaking about knee injuries, actually, I'm just going to briefly touch on Gabriel Jesus, because we were speaking yesterday about this knee injury, and we were waiting for, you know, confirmation from Mikel Arteta from the Emirates Cup match against Monaco, which incidentally Arsenal drew 1-1 and they won on penalties. Yeah, he's confirmed that Gabriel Jesus has actually had an operation. That was like, wow, an absolute, you know, blow. What that is he looked so sharp in pre-season, and he looked like he was really at a level where we're like, okay, we're ready for the new season. And for this to happen, apparently he's only going to be out for about 3 to 4 weeks. It was like a clean-up job. And some people are, speaking and saying, what, did they not do the job properly when they had done the operation? And these things happen once you've had an operation and stuff, and the movement and everything else. But yeah, it's one of those. It's a blow. He's going to miss the start of the season, and we've got some big games in there. So yeah, what do Arsenal do? Does Balogun come in? Nketiah, etc. Trossard, the false nine. Yeah, I know what I would go with. So yeah, interesting. But next piece of news involves Moses Caicedo. And yeah, it's, go right back to January when Arsenal put their bid in for him, and it looked like he was leaving. He put a statement out saying, he wants to make the move, and thanked Brighton for everything they've done for him. And then the move never materialised, and then he signs a new contract. And I wasn't too worried when, the contract was signed, because that kind of protects the value for the selling club, Brighton. But there would kind of be some deal in place to say, right, I'll sign it, but you've got to let me leave in the summer if a bid of XYZ comes in, etc., etc. Now, Chelsea looked like, they were having a free run at this, and they were the team that, were really serious about it and were the ones that were going to sign him. But yeah, it doesn't look that way at the moment. It actually looks like there's somebody else involved. And I've not really heard of this kind of approach before, but an unnamed Premier League club have made a bid in excess of £80 million for Moses Caicedo. That's actually more than what Chelsea have bid. Now the claim is that the agent of Caicedo doesn't know the identity or whether there's validity to the claim. It sounds so weird, doesn't it? Liverpool, one of the teams that have been, mentioned for Caicedo. But then there were reports suggesting yesterday they were not the side. Could it be Manchester United? But then I'm looking and I'm thinking, would it be? I'm not sure. When you look at their personnel, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, don't get me wrong. It could well be. If it's not Chelsea, wouldn't be Spurs, would it? Can't see him going to Spurs. What's the point in going there? You may as well just retire, because you're never going to win anything. So is it Arsenal? Are Arsenal the side that have gone in there? It's just a strange story, a really strange one, that there's a bid that nobody knows about and we can't speak about it, and it's anonymous. Like, how do you make an anonymous bid? How do you do that? I can't actually work that one out. Like, do you call on a private number? Just like ring up and, you see them movies where they got like them devices that change the voice. So it sounds a bit like Jigsaw from Jaws. Is it Saw? Sorry, Jaws. What am I about? Watching shark films there. But, the Saw film. You got Jigsaw, I want to play a game. And it's like, yeah, I just don't get it. It's just weird, isn't it? Like, come on, man. Like, an unknown, source. Yeah, I'm going to call them on private number and put a voice on. It's just weird, isn't it? But, listen, will he leave Brighton? I think he will. I do think he will. But I think this is going to be one that drags out right till the end of the window, and then all of a sudden, bang, and it's going to happen. But I think the Brighton are going to knock back this one. I think they're kind of adamant that they want around near enough the £100 million, price. They're kind of going off the Declan Rice price as, their ballpoint figure. See what happens, really, innit? So, yeah, listen. Where will he be? Chelsea, Liverpool, United, Arsenal, Brighton? Not Spurs. No, I can't see that one. No way. So yeah, let me know in the comment section. So that is it for another DT's Daily. Yeah, we've got the preview to the Man City game coming up. We've got the combined 11 coming up. So much. It's busy time again. Season's about to start. And I can't wait, that's for sure. So listen, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.